Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever 2 and you're on the Metropolis map where in the last somewhat extensive episode we built this shipping line that we're kind of watching Johnny Big Pants here meandering his way down. Johnny Big Pants of course is woefully unsuited to this map. Now the question becomes, do I substitute these ships for something a little bit more suited to the map? Thanks for ruining the intro there, pop up. I don't care. Or composure, man, composure. Or do I make it work? Well, what do you think? We're going to follow the big lad along here for a moment or two because it's about to hit possibly one of the most horrendous parts of the journey. And that is, it has to go under a rail bridge. Now I say under, but what I actually mean is through, because it's about here. A train hastily scampering out of the way there, just kind of goes to disaster. Because I want to get a feel for just how high one would have to make a bridge in order for this to work. And I'm looking at it now, you're going to go, this is not happening. It's not working. It's not going to happen. It's not, you can't, no. It's just scrap it. Just go for regular size ships for regular people instead of beefcake flipping, ocean going bad boys. Yeah, the lexicon failing me there ever so slightly. But it doesn't look good for the bridge. Frankly, I don't think we're even going to... I don't think even the hull is going to clear the bridge. No, and all of the superstructure is doomed. But we'll pause it up when the moment occurs, and we can get a feel for just how egregious a bridge we've got to make. And right about here, I think we'll probably do the job. Okay, so yeah. Now, aesthetically, this leaves just a smidge to be desired. But what we can do is we can grab ourselves a bit of track here and let's pump it up to the extent that we would need in order to comfortably have the ship pass underneath. How does that look? Nope, you're not quite there yet. Of course not. All right, give it another two. How's that look? Right, this is comfortably passing. I know. No, you're still clipping aerials and masts and business. So you're looking at another one or two there. Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, probably about here. No, that's too comfortable. Okay. Right. Well, we want it less comfortable than that. It's because you keep changing your position on the bank when we go across. Let's say that, right, for the sake of argument. That's pretty close. The only problem with this, firstly, you're never getting back to ground level. It's never going to happen, which basically means that your bridge is don't crash, please. I want to illustrate something. It's important to illustrate. Just don't crash. Oh, it's because it's trying to help me out, and I don't want it to. If you were to head to here, you should be able to go there without trying to interfere with anything. Oh, whoa, that's slightly more interesting than I'd perhaps given it credit. No, try it again. Again, don't crash. There you go. Right about there. This is what I wanted it to do the first time round, see? Is if we were to stay on the flat, now it's going up a little bit, if we go down by one, if we were to stay on the flat, we're going through a skyscraper. Now, not as high as I thought we might do, but even so, it's just wrong. Now, you could go our way. If you stick your station up here, it comes in quite nicely. You kind of go, but look at it. That's not good. No. So I think in all honesty, I came into this episode going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm pause again because I'm done with you now. I was going to fix this, and I'm still going to. Hang on, let's reset that back to where it needs to be. Otherwise, I'll make mistakes later on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll make mistakes later on anyway. Right, so we got this to contend with, and the first thing we need to do here is actually fix it, and the solution presents itself really rather simply. Clear all of that out of the way, and then we'll go to cargo, and the old large dock, You just come in sideways, see, rather than... It's not actually that complicated. You made it sound very complicated before, but it's not. That's how you do it. It comes in like that, look. Yeah, it's, honestly, some people make it sound like it's rocket science or something, but it isn't. We'll have it stop at plank number 3 there, and then everything should be groovy. So if we... how far off is the ship? The ship's a little way off. Let's turbo it just to get it in the port. Right, here it comes now. I'm still on full turbo mode here, just to show it off. But this should come in rather elegantly. Now, I need to tartar this area up quite a bit in order to make it look good. But fundamentally, that's what you're looking at. Ship's too flaming wide for the infrastructure. It's a magnificent model. It's just rotten. It's just all wrong. Everything about it's from a different game. This is not the one. In fact, I've not watched something try and manoeuvre around my canal here, which I suspect it's not going to do elegantly. Oh no, that's quite attractive. Although he's overcooked it coming into the second court. No, or has he? No, he's there. Oh yes. Oh, it's made that look absolutely great. Anyway, it's a no for me. It's a hard pass. So we'll swap out the ships on the line ship for something just a smidge more delicate and likable. No, that was not the button. No. Oh dear. Yeah, no, you pressed the wrong button. Sell those back to the flipping chandlery. And then these ones we want to replace, not clone. No, I want to replace them. What are you? You're an explorer. Well, so am I, of a sort. What does it do? It's just passengers. I see. I mean, it's all very... I mean, it's lovely that you've got these screenshots going on here, but I can't tell what the heck it is. Anyway, we'll swap you out for old Viola. No, for Axalp. Yeah, really? Axalp's the way to go? I think the Merlin might be the secret weapon there. Well, Merlin knows, which should fit elegantly and swiftly underneath the bridge, and then we need to add a couple more ships, because as astutely and adroitly pointed out by several, nay many, commenters, I haven't actually got any regular cargo hooked up here, and what I'm trying to shift is oil, and that dog won't hunt because these ships don't carry oil. And you go, oh yeah, ships don't carry. So we're going to plumb in not an Axalp. Yeah, we'll plumb in a Viola. Yeah. Okay. How many? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Let's make it worthwhile. That wasn't a mic check. That was me being indecisive. Right. Good. So there's that. That's all. That's a thing that's settled now. While we're here, we might as well figure this out as well. Yeah, let's get this sorted. All this reversing in, reversing out caper. That's no good to nobody. Give me this and plummet on the end. Yeah, plummet on the end. Yeah, right. Put in your diary a date for Colonel Failure makes it look good. Really, that's not navigable. Okay, what about this one? That one is navigable. This one, well, all right, we'll slap it in there for the time being. I need to make my docks look good. All right, so we'll do that later. Let's just watch a quick cheeky Axalp passing its way into Viola, not an whatever. It's a boat. You're gonna go, it's not a boat, it's a ship. You're gonna go, yeah, but all ships are boats, but not all boats are ships. Yeah, you steer however you feel it's appropriate to do so, you oil-laden clown. Although it's not actually oil-laden at the current time. Now they'll space out overtime, and that leaves us with 2 jobs to deal with. Among the jobs that we still have to deal with, we got this one where we do this. Yeah, you know where all that's contended with. Why are we taking crude down here? Why would we not take? What do you haven't got catchment of anything useful. Why instead would we not take the crude down here to be processed before then slinging it onto a? Huh? Why would we not? Why would we not do that? You can put your answers on a postcard if you feel like it, but I don't fully understand why I made that decision. it feels like the sort of thing that I've done deliberately. Many things feel like the sort of thing I've done deliberately, but ultimately aren't. Anyway, that's one half of the puzzle. I'll show you the other half of the puzzle, and then we'll tackle one half of the puzzle, nay, both halves of both puzzles. The other half of the puzzle, of course, is we're delivering freight here for no reason. There's no reason to drop anything off here. There's nothing here. I see, that's why we're bringing crude. All right, that adequately answered that, although, there's no catchment going on here. What the heck was I thinking? Again, postcard answers all of that. The question then becomes, where are we taking this? Where's it going? Now, I've thought about this because there are two schools of thought here. This is not a series that is orchestrated towards the shipment of freight. I do a lot of stuff that's orchestrated towards the shipment of freight, but this is more of a passenger series. I just want to include freight for the sake of including freight. Yeah? And therefore, it is not my intention to distribute the freight to every single city. No, can't be bothered with that. What I do want, though, is a fairly magnificent-looking freight run. And given the number of platforms I appear to have set up here, several impressive-looking freight runs. Yeah. Well, you can make this look impressive. You've got 8 tracks going on there, and obviously you're not limited to that. You could just run one route and then have all the trains on wait till full, providing that those trains can get to every single platform, because then using the smart platform selector, you'll end up with a whole bunch of trains all parked up here at once. Ooh. Yeah, if you go full and mighty wait till full, that could look quite dramatic. Anyway, the place with the most demand overall is over here in Simu World, whatever it is, right? In the world of esoteric American towns, right? That's a catchier name is definitely pending, and therefore a quick bit of distribution out here would look quite funky. Yeah. What are you actually going to do? Do you want to get on with making something today, or are you just going to talk about what you haven't made well so far? Oh, I think we'll make something. All right, what are you going to do first? Let's sort out. Is this the same? Is this exactly the same thing that I always say? Is you always just sort out your output before you tweak your input, because bad output leads to bad quality, whereas you can work with lesser quality input. You don't frame it like that, do you? No, it's by the exhaust pipe before you upgrade the engine. That's what we usually say, or by the speakers before you upgrade your amplifier. You'll notice the difference much more. Right, so we've got to get across here, and we still want to be able to have our admittedly slightly shorter ships get through there, and we want an 8-lane interchange. Oh, good flipping luck. Yeah, yeah. Good flipping luck. I think the way to go is to... Oh, you're still stationed, are you? Okay, right. All right, well, we work off this one. I think the way to go is going to be to cascade. Right, okay, well, let's see where this gets us. It gets us a ruddy short bridge is what it gets us. Yeah, it does. What if we were to go a bit north? Okay, well, look, that's maximum north. Yeah, you're gonna struggle to get underneath there. All right, so maybe we don't go from this side, and instead we go from this side and we head towards Johnny Cliff Tops here. Why would you go for the Johnny Cliff Tops? Because it makes it feel more natural that we're going uphill. Freight trains going uphill, dude. It's just not a good idea. Well, okay. Well, then I need to reach. Oh, no. Oh, I've got a stupid idea. It's a really stupid idea. Okay, here's the stupid idea. I like it, actually. It's an idea. If I can make it look good. Here's a stupid idea. I want the bridge to be higher, right? I don't care if this makes profit, okay? I do want to use all 8 platforms. Yeah, right. And I need to increase my elevation. Now, as you well know, the paths to hitting your elevation targets are go in a straight line over a long enough distance, or helix that bad boy. You're going to go, well, where are you going to put a helix here? Well, I momentarily thought, what if we were to roll out this way, right, and then proceed, follow the bouncing ball, kids, proceed around here, gentle elevation increase all along the way, continue all the way along here, yeah, and then hook around the far side of the lumber mill before heading back this way. Don't worry about the stuff that's in the way. I'll worry about that shortly. By the time we hit here, we'll be at a nice height to get across there. Yeah. You know what this means? What? It means you're building a bit of network that no one in their right mind would ever conceivably build. Right, that's why I'm doing it. Okay, maybe it'll end up looking great. I think it's going to end up looking arse. Yeah, but I'm the one running the show, so you shut your noise. Okay, here we go. We're off. We'll give it a go. Worst case scenario, I've got over $250 million in the bank. I can always delete it all. So, but I think that good ideas are always worthy of exploration. You've collided with this thing that you don't actually want. Oh, flipping heck. All right, take it back. No, the plan is still the plan. We just need to go a little bit wider. Okay, and then get us a bit of a late hook round here. And continue going upwards. Thank you. The upwards portion of this is fairly critical. Now, we'll know this works. What am I colliding with? Oh, it could be anything. It could be. What the heck are you... Okay, well, we're going to need a bridge that I'm happy is going to be robust enough to conquer this entire operation. I mean, that looks absolutely terrific. It's just a question of whether or not it's going to place some pillars for me or not. And you've got collision. What am I colliding with? Oh, the map, the world, your own intentions of stupidity. There we go. Right, keep going. Yeah. I might have to get some... oh, no, look, that was a pillar, look. A real, actual, genuine pillar. Ah, super. We're already starting to get the height that you want as well. Right, which means once I've accomplished the height that I want, we no longer need to ascend, and instead we can stay flat while completing our run. Oh, this is actually much easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Keep going, keep going. You sure? Yeah, keep going. All right, what are you going to try and do now? Well, I'm tempted. No, whatever you're doing here is wrong. No, there you go. Gently does it. Right, because you've got a lovely curve there. That's amazing. That's the kind of curves that you see on the cover of Insert magazine. Yeah. Just, give me, there you go. Just shorten it a little bit and you can make the curve slightly nicer. All right. Again, this is going to require a small amount of tarting about in order to make it look everything that it can be. Yeah. Now, if you can pull off the rest of the hairpin here, we can roll down there, zip across the top of the start point, and get over where you want to be. And you don't need to worry about faffing around with any of that stuff. I'm not thrilled about having gone out to sea in order to accomplish this task. This is version 1, okay? There may be a supplemental version 2. Supplemental? Subsequent version 2. Okay, alright. Yep, continue the climb. Yeah, this is looking all right. Now, are you looking at the outside or the inside lane here? Because you're going to want 2 lanes minimum. Arguably, you're going to want 4 lanes. I'm going to run too many trains down this track. Brace yourselves for that. What if we stay on the flat here? Yep, that should do it. Yep, good. Right. I don't know. Is this inside or outside? And yeah, that's a viaduct. Yeah, it is. It's okay. It's gonna end up looking how it looks. Right, and then we go blat all the way across there. Plenty of room for Johnny Ship to get underneath and feel pretty pleased with himself in the process. It is a little higher than we need. It's a lot higher than we need. Give me a ship. We got any ships local? No. You sure? Where are they? They're all out at sea. Ah, what are they doing out there? Not a lot, actually. They're just pootling around, not making you any money. Flipping ingrates. Right, yeah. Stick with version 1. Okay, right, stick with version 1. And then take it where it's going. And then we'll work out the nuances of it and make it better. I don't care. We'll make it better. Things will be better. Now, you want to probably come downhill a little bit here, don't you? No, what I want to do is I want to thread my way to the destination. I think we piggyback on this bridge, on this rail we've got here. Trains. Yeah, I don't know why I'm running in top speed. I don't need to be running in top speed. Right, no, merge before then, otherwise you're going to get a wonky bridge entrance. Right, something like that. Something like that, sure. Yeah. Why are you going downwards? To maintain a steady. Build this bit, and then do it. Oh yeah, okay, that's the way of going. Yeah, right. Build that bit, and then do it. Right. Okay, here we go. This is me doing it, and great. Now, that's what you're aiming for, except it won't be that by the time we actually accomplish things here. So just peel to about here. Right, we have our target lane. Obviously, smoothing gun needs to be applied to that, and that will be a thing that happens shortly, maybe shortly. Right, go along here. Now, why would you quad track it? Oh, interesting. Here's the thing, right? If I'm deploying a wait till full, then best guess, right? The best outcome we can possibly hope for is one train leaves with a regular amount of frequency, right? What you're not going to get is 3 or 4 trains all itching to leave at the same time. That just is not going to happen. It's not a thing that's going to happen. And therefore, after an initial flurry of trains going about their business, where you've bought 8, 10 trains, however many it is you think you need, which you don't, you're doing it purely for the cosmetic value. Yeah. Then, what exactly is your? You don't need quad track. You only need double track. You need an out lane and an in lane. No, you need an out lane and an in lane here, but queuing. Our old friend queuing. I really hate the look of that. Yeah, I know. This is why you call it a version 1. You call it a version 1 in your head, because that way you are not married to it. You don't have to go like, and thus must I keep hold of this thing. You know what else? I think I found a better way of doing it. Right, let's go this way. You know you haven't reached the destination going the other way, right? Yes, I do. Okay. Right, we know this is our crossing point in order to be able to make a curve that is not so tight that it's too tight. So therefore, if we work our way upwards here, we can set the height at this end. Well, you could set the height to... Shh. There's no need for tears. What the hell are you on about? And therefore we can set an appropriate level of elevation in an appropriate fashion. I'm switching to Johnny Green, given that I'm about to demolish the entire bridge. Are you? Alright, I'll stick with the stuff that's already working. That way I don't have to demolish the entire bridge. That's the smarter way to go. Right, okay, pull it just a little bit over there. Yeah. How's that look for a line? Pretty good. Go a little bit further. I'm aiming for about there, you see. But obviously at a slightly more appropriate height, elevation. Yeah. Escalation, levitation. Any of those things, possibly others too. Right, okay, good. Yes, and onwards. How does the bridge... No. Nobody gave you permission to go down. There we go. That looks peachy. Yeah, it does. That looks great. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, bulldoze all of that rubbish you built the first time around. It's all right, that's proof of concept. That was a sketch on the back of the napkin. Proverbial. The proverbial there being in parentheses. Right. Yeah. It's just, come on. Just, come on. Yeah. I hate all of you. I hate it. So about here. I don't hate it when it gets to there. Okay, well, just make this talk to that then. Oh, I almost hate this bit. You know what you should do with this bit? This bit should stay on the flat, because that way you can use this as your splitter lane. Oh, splitter lanes. Now, apparently that's the thing that I'm doing now. Yeah. Pleasantville now accepts goods. How random. Right, okay. Carry on. Right. Why are you going down? We don't want to go down yet. We want to stay up. And also, that looks awful. Keep going. And up again. Right. Stay here. And then we'll do it. We'll have a nice flat section here, which will look flat and interesting. And people will be, ooh. And then it would be great if this was perfectly parallel with the station. Yeah, it's not really necessary, though, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, all right. There you go. You just put a slight kink in that, and people will only notice if you point it out. So it's probably fine then. It probably is. All right, carry on. Yeah. Now, wending. Yeah. And do we want to start descending? Wending and descending? You betcha. Oh yeah, I'm all about that life. Keep going. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 What about bringing it into about there? That way we can stay on the land, which might look quite nice for a bit. I don't doubt that we're going to need some bridge, or we're going to need some more land building. Both of those things are certainly plausible. Right. Okay. That curve that you quite liked at the other end, yeah, it's dead. Oh, pity. Yeah, it is a pity, but I mean, you know, sacrifices must be made for the good of all. Right. Okay. This, I think, this is coming out much nicer now. Much nicer. Incidentally, you know, have a quick look at the run time on the video so far, and you'll go, oh, I'm not sure he's going to make it to the point where he actually runs any vehicles on this. Okay, go. I'd like to, but I think we might be using a look at that. Huh? Other than the slight kink you've got going on here, yeah, I could fix that. Will you, though? That's why I used the word could. The power is all mine. I could decide to fix it or not. The inside lane is blocked by this flipping food factory. Several of you said, why don't you just go into the editor and take it out? No. No, I mean, I'm going to leave the game's erroneous decision making to itself. I'm okay with that. I would rather have it and work with it than just knock it. What's going on with that corner? Yeah. Why are you making such a fuss about the aesthetics of your corners? This is not something you usually complain about. Yes, it is. This is something you usually complain about. I've just come up with a scheme. There you go, bit of that. Okay. Are we sinking here? Is there a difference in... Oh, no. We're already sinking there. Yeah, but it feels like we're going downhill. We shouldn't need to go downhill. All right, well, take a bit of track out from here on the flat. Yeah. Why? Stop doing that. Pack it in. Right, there. Okay, so that's on the flat now. Oh, it is sinking. Okay. In which case, that corner that was quite pretty that you made a moment ago, yeah, was probably the one. Hey ho, and go. Right. How does that look? Yeah. With a bit of infrastructure and tweakage and smoothing done, I think you're about there. Okay, right. How do we feel about this? Sort out this coastline. Yeah. Other than that, it's a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. It's odd and miraculous at the same time. Yeah. Now, what do you want to do with the rest of today's video? I quite want to sort out this bit of wonk. Okay, well, sort out the bit of wonk. I think you're going to need to start from about here. And then do a nice long section so that it can do a clean hookup. And then that'll be everything that it could possibly be. Are we staying flat there, or are we going down already? I think we're staying flat. You think? Or very gently. I mean, look, you've given the ships plenty of clearance. It's obviously not enough clearance to deal with the big boy. I mean, that was never going to happen. It was beautiful to look at, but it's not made for a game on this scale. It's made for a game on a slightly larger scale. It might be to scale, but it's not for this game. Yeah, you've probably got a bit of roller coaster lump coming up here. Let's have a quick look. It is a little bit roller coaster lump. I can't, because the camera's clever. It's not giving me the exact ride that I want there, but I think you can see it. It's a little bit of roller coaster lump. It could be a slightly smoother decline in height. Well, you've got a bit more run if you want to do that. I do want to do that. All right, well, do it then. There you go. Go as far as there, and then maybe you can, by elongating the so whatever, it will look nicer. Right, how does that feel? Just it's better by a minuscule amount, if any. Right, we'll take it then. Okay, now you were saying previously that you can't have the inside edge of this corner. Let's just check that that's truth and not just something you've made up. I'm pretty sure, yeah, see, look there. Right, if you can't have the inside edge, then you're going to need the outside edge, aren't you? There is a wonky bit of corner there. It's right here. Yeah. Oh well. That's all right. No, I'm done obsessing with corners. What are you colliding with? Stop monkeying with my business. No, do that bit. I think it'll be all right. I don't. I think it's going to complain every single time because you've got some weird cliff action going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. That'll be something that gets fixed. Right. And then, I am put in mind, all of a sudden, I can't remember. It might even be the original Transport Fever Metropolis series. Which was the series where I built that massive freight junction where it never properly worked, but it was always just a stone's throw away from working perfectly. It got like 12 tracks coming in and out of it because the build of that was lovely. That was a lovely bit of building. I'm just putting in mind of that and going, oh, you could recreate that, and I go, not here, I couldn't. That's not going to work. Anyway, one of you will probably know, but I imagine several of you will know. But I can't remember exactly. You might not even be able to picture the same thing that I am. Either way, it's a conversation starter, isn't it? There you go. Just bring this out a little bit, and then we won't have quite so much fuss. There are plenty of places where I make concessions to whatever dice the world are throwing at me, but in some places those concessions are thrown out of the window in the name of practicality. Yeah. See, all those words, they sound like a sentence that makes sense, right? But if you think about it closely, it doesn't make any sense at all. It's just a bunch of words, just a bunch of stuff that I've said. And unfortunately, that's true of an awful lot of what goes on this channel. It's a whole bunch of words, many of which I've said. Right, go as far as here. Yeah. And then turn that into this. Okay. And then all you need are junctions double-tracked for every single other platform that gets onto this curve. Kind of a cascadey sort of junction kind of deal, kind of thing. That's where we're aiming for. Still haven't decided entirely where I'm going with this station. You knew that. You could tell, because otherwise I would have built it already. But we've got some sort of objective type of thing going on, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, yes, it's all just a lot of madness. Yeah, and I don't think it's ever going to get fully used, but it's an idea I want to explore. And when you've played a good few hundred hours and you've tinkered around with this and that and the other thing, exploring ideas is what the game's all about. Is you just kind of go, oh yeah, let's see where this leads to. Now, I think what we need is a curve that goes this side of the pillar that these two batches of two use, and then one that goes that side of the pillar that these two batches of two use. Ditch this junction. That was never going to work properly. I think what we're talking about here is diamond junctions a go-go. A multitude of junctions, diamonds is what's going to be needed here. Alright. And then this one. Now, theoretically, all of this is on the flat, so everything we make here should be relatively neat and tidy and orderly. Theoretically. In practical, we don't know, but in theoretical, then we do know. There you go, something like that. It's not totally horrible. It's got shades of total horror about it, but it has redeeming features. All right, stick that in there. Have a close look and make sure we haven't got any errant ballast going on here. Though you've got a little bit of an errant sleeper or two, possibly. That's fine. Okay, good. You still need a Diamante junction in. That's not a word, any of them. Going on there. Let's double slip this. I think we're just going to cheeky it and put a diamond junction in here somewhere once everything else is connected up. But that's 4 tracks, all perfectly able to do whatever it is that they fancy doing. And we'll stick a bank of signals, all facing outwards here, or more likely here, so that trains can leave and then wait a go time. On the bridge, we'll have a similar signal setup, but it will be two-way signals. One-way signals on the bridge. Two-way signals here, so that things can... I know what's going on. Nobody cares. Just build it. All right. Okay. Right. Yes. So you want the inside angle of the bridge. All right. Well, let's take this one and see how inside an angle it's prepared to accept. Good. That's not attractive. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Okay. And then like that. Okay. It's weird. Yeah, I think it's only weird at the moment. Oh, I think it's weird all day long, and with occasional paid overtime. There you go. Oh, what have we got now? It's, we've abandoned the Gotham Con. Oh no, what a shame. Right. Yeah. Still looks like everything's going out downhill, but I assure you, it's on the flat. Quite why it doesn't look like it's on the flat is anybody's guess, but it is. It's definitely... Oh, whoa, it's not. It's going downhill. Oh. Yeah. What? Who said you could go downhill? We're in the climb at this point. Oh, no. Yeah. All right, hang on. We're going to have to rebuild this thing. Oh, no, that was very moderate. I think I've probably allowed more egregious, yes, infractions of civility than that in the past, but no, we can't stake it. Just can't allow it. It's verboten in all the ways. Right. Yeah. You know, despite the fact that verboten in German and forbidden in English are more or less the same word, verboten's just more fun to say. Yeah. Just put that under, and this is still wonky. Oh, flaming Nora. Alright, get rid of that. Do the outside track first and just make it work. Okay. Alright, you're coming off there, you're coming around here. No, that didn't take. Alright, hang on. Go from here. You're coming off here, you're going around there. That has taken. It's done it. It's doing the thing that you want it to do. Don't faff too much more, or it may cease to work in a way that makes you pleased with life. Right, it's not though. There's definite clippage. Look at it. You can see the definite clippage. Oh, that's no ruddy good. I still need enough room for a flipping diamond junction A out here somewhere. What about this? Okay. Well, I mean, look, you can what about anything you like, and as long as it looks fine at the junction. I have developed over the years a fixation with not having ugly junctions when it comes to ballast clicking through. Ugly junctions in the way that they're put together, oh, that's fine. But as long as the ballast isn't clipping through the rails, I'll tolerate it. There you are. Is it? Yes, that's fine. Okay, that's near enough. Right, come here. Bring me this. And swang it on in there. It is swanged. Great. Swang this one along here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, double the swangage. Right, and then some kind of going on there. I did the fingers thing there. You know the one. Yeah, it's gone fine. And yeah, that right. How's it looking for ballast? Well, there should be absolutely no chance that it screws the ballast up, and it hasn't. I mean, it really should. Yeah, that is the technical description. All right, well, we'll take it back out and do it better. Right, take it back out and do it better. Take it out. Why? Just up yours. Right, there we go. Just come on. Let's get this done. I think the window whereby we run a train on this today is closing very, very fast. In fact, I think it's closed. No, let's put everybody's hearts and minds at ease. We're not going to run a train today. No, not today. Next episode, definitely, because we'll build the other end and we'll run some test stuff, and then we'll fix the transportation of goods at port end. And you've just built the same thing again. No, I haven't. It's two very long-legged people going for a walk while bending backwards dramatically. Go on, I've anthropomorphized it for you. You can see it. Thank you. Right. So we're through, in, out, shaking all about, out of there, and then we need a junction of diamond quality soon, nay, now. What do you mean construction's not possible if flipping is? Come on, get to work. Right, there you go. Yeah. That's the stuff. However, I will thrill you today by putting in the signals. Okay? So, you've got that to look forward to still. I know you're welcome. Right, give me this and a bit of that. Right, there we are. Everything can now do everything. It's magnifique. Finish the run here, and then we can call that part of the job sort of done. Yeah, I don't think any of this is going to make any money, but it's fine. It was in the mainline series where I had the passenger line run around the outside of the roundabout. No, it wasn't a passenger line. No, it was a freight line, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was. It was a mainline series. When the elevated line running around the outside of the roundabout, I really liked that to look at. I thought it was great. Partially aided by the fact that it was never too high up. But I think it genuinely looked good. Oh yeah. See, this is all. Why are you fighting me? Come on, there you go. Right, that shouldn't be a 64 mile an hour limit there. That should be 300. It doesn't do 300 miles an hour. It does 180 something. Right, good. There we go. So that's all I've managed to accomplish today. I say all. I think that's an enormous amount of accomplishment. In the next episode, I'm going to turn my attention to what happens next, and then we'll make whatever I've decided happens next happen. That should be a one-way signal, bruv. Yeah. Right, now you've got to make sure when the moment comes that you turn one-way signals back off again. Otherwise, there'll be drama, and that's not the kind of drama that is fun. Alright, so let's put another one here. The reasoning for this is just to make sure that the trains know which side of the track that they're supposed to be on. And then we'll stick another set here, because a train stopped over the top of trains passing underneath it is something that you make postcards out of. Right, so there's that. Yep. Settings not one way. Yes. Now, bear with me here, right? Okay, so you've got your inbounds and your outbound. But because I'm putting wait till full on, I want every train to have the opportunity to sit in the station for ages. How long those trains are going to be, TBC. The length of this platform, I reckon, is probably how it's going to be. In fact, I'll elongate the platform out to the end of the rail train. Yeah, I think you see where I'm going with that. But they can come in and out. These are all two-way tracks. So we've got 4 there, which split into 8. So where do you want to put your G to G? I think you're going to need. I think you need multiple sets. Right. Signal, thank you. Right, good. Now, sit by the track. This isn't real track, that's station track. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, well, in which case, let's do it on the corner. All right, Yeah. And then another one here. Pull it into line. One more. One less. Yeah. Alright, same sort of deal over here. Yeah. And that. I think I wouldn't use these signals. I'd probably use trackside signals, but I want these to show up. So so I'm using these semi sort of gantry-oid signal efforts because they look good. But I think in a practical sense, something like that. Incidentally, and this is entirely unrelated to anything that we're talking about, but I have figured out that if you watch the live stream, you will know the prime objective, the main agenda point for this series, and I think I know where I'm going to do it. The main agenda point is I want one. Wait, hold on. If you put that here, you could potentially block. You're saying that there will be 4 trains, all of which are fully loaded, trying to get to their destination. Dream on. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine. There'll always be one open track. Yeah, I think there's still a recipe for disaster going on here, but you can go for that, certainly. Recipe for disaster. Yeah, because the exit lane's always clear, so they can always get out. Yeah, it just depends where Johnny inbound is actually intending to go. There you go. Right, that's it. We're done here for today. Oh, shall I tell you? Yes. The main objective for the series is to create one passenger station that has an absolutely enormous amount of traffic running in and out of it to the extent that it is always busy. Now, the ideal, or an ideal, would be to have a through station, right, where you've got traffic moving in both directions. But on reflection, I'm going to do it here at Port Miggins. I'm going to turn this into an 8+ station bit of goodness, and I'm going to have 8+ routes coming into it because I can. So we'll have run here from, we'll split in there, and we'll have stuff coming on from here, and we'll have something from over there. We'll have one from here coming in as well. Will it work in a commercial sense? No. Will it work in an aesthetic sense? I hope so. So I hope to see you next time. I'm looking for something dramatic to watch to just round out the show. I'm not sure such a thing exists. Oh, there's a ship. Look, this will do. Right, if we jump on board that, right, we wiggle our head this way. We can see that which we just. You can see some ugly cliffs. Great. I've been Colonel Failure. There will be more of these along presently, and you're invited to watch them. To ensure that you can watch them, watch them. There you go. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.